Coach, you guys are facing St. Joe's Academy out of Cleveland. I think the overwhelming expectation was to play Hoban, and you were probably prepared for that. What's it like to have to, 3 or 4 day notice to really change your focus and start getting on a team that you weren't necessarily expecting to play?
Yeah, I mean, it's preparation's the same. I mean, it's just bigger stakes. We went through our same routine with film and scouting report, and as far as anything extra above and beyond, maybe we watched a little bit more film, but it's the same way we prepare for any opponent we're not familiar with, usually non-league. I definitely would have probably had an easier time scouting and preparing Hoban and being familiar with them, but as far as 3 or 4 days, we had an extra day than typical, so it really wasn't an issue.
Now, this is not your first trip to the regionals. You guys have been here multiple times, and you've never got through. And this group of kids have never played the regionals. What are some of the lessons that you've tried to portray to the kids about playing at the regionals and having a shot to go to state?
Yeah, good question. Very similar to the district championship. It's going to be an environment different than anything they see during the season. I expect it to be very similar to our game against Glen Oak, electric from the start. So you kind of have to calm those nerves and make sure you don't exert all your adrenaline and energy in warm-ups, because it's easy to do. And then keep your routines the same. Right now, before the game, we're pretending like this is halftime of our JV game, and we keep everything to how we get on the bus as routine as possible.
Now, there were points in the season that were a little rougher for you guys, and we talked about that a couple days ago. Given that there was probably points in the season where you didn't think that you would be at a level like this, what does it mean to you now that you guys were able to break through that funk and really have a shot at making history for Jackson High School?
Yeah, I mean, it's credit to our kids. I mean, we definitely had an up and down season, and there was a moment that our kids had to make a decision which path they wanted to take the season, and specifically it was after our St. V's loss. And we had a closed door meeting and kind of put it on the kids of, reset our goals and what do you want to achieve. And I left that meeting and I had no idea what was going to come from it, but we've been firing all cylinders since, and we have tremendous leadership and kids that really care for each other, and it shows on the court, and the results speak for themselves.
The class the group of kids that you have right now, you have some of the best players that have got through at Jackson. Obviously, you've had great players in the past. What is it about this group that's gotten you to this point, and again may have a shot at going further than any Jackson teams ever have been?
So I think two things. I think the defense in the last month has been just tremendous. Our assistant coach Isler is in charge of our man-to-man defense, and it's been as good as I've ever seen any team that I've coached play man-to-man defense. And then the second is just how deep we are, where on any given night, any of our 5 starters can step up and have a big game. Where the teams of the past were kind of catered around one kid, where this group is really 5 kids that any one of them can score or create, and it makes it difficult to defend when we're playing together.
I know one of the things that we talked about and was going to be one of the weaknesses of your teams was the overall depth, as far as having to dig into your bench. How do you feel that has come along this year, and how has that helped you guys get here?
Well, our 6-man tears our ACL the first game of the year, Lydia Umloff, which really was a shot to us early, and then throughout the season, our 2 seniors, Addie Gimrick and Cassie McMurtry, have really stepped up, and through COVID and injuries and whatnot, they've both started numerous games throughout the year, and the improvement they make week over week over week and how coachable they are gives us depth that we definitely were concerned about, but I think we all have full confidence in both of them at this point.
Last question, Coach. What are 1 or 2 keys that you guys have to focus on tonight this afternoon against St. Joe's?
Haddad, number 25, containing her, controlling her. It seems like when she gets going, that's when they're at their best. And then offensively, whatever they're going to throw at us, expecting zone, but we'll see what they come out in, being ready for it and executing. So, those two things.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time. Good luck today.
Thank you.